Last night became a night of many special returns at Citizens Bank Park. By the end of the night, it was the offense that made the biggest return, and it returned in grand style. 13 hits, 11 runs, 6 extra base hits, and it was definitely hitting season again in South Philly. We're throwing it back again on this Thursday night. A JT Realmuto t-shirt being given out to some of the kids coming to the ballpark tonight. It's a great giveaway. JT having a hot stretch right now, batting third once again. Yeah, the Temple Owls are in the house. It's the final game of this 3-game series between the Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom McCarthy, along with John Kruk. We've kind of thrown it back with the powder blues for ourselves with the maroon P, as we do each and every Thursday. The uniforms look great. And tonight, the Phillies hope that JT Realmuto will continue to be great.
Yeah, Tom, it's been so much fun to watch. First night of the series against the Cubs, it was kind of heart-wrenching with all the strikeouts. But JT came up big when the Phillies needed him most in this game after a tough road trip. He gets him started right there at that home run off of Quintana, and then later in the game with Andrew Knapp on first base, he hits his bullet past Chris Bryant down at third base, down the left field line. Andrew Knapp scores. The Phillies go on to win the game on that double, go to third on the throw, and then last night was just fun. The offense was a great outburst last night, what they needed, and JT was right in the middle of it again with the double right there, and then this laser for a grand slam, a second grand slam of the season. And what the Phillies needed, they needed a laugher, they needed a blowout, they needed to relax. And JT is the guy that's been supplying that relaxation for this offense. Last 17 games, unbelievable numbers, 350, 5 homers, 17 RBIs. He has done everything you can ask of what we expected when we got him. He's starting to live up to that right here in this stretch, and hopefully he can continue this and keep this offense rolling.
12 extra base hits in those 17 games. That's pretty good production. Batting third again tonight for the Phils. It is the final game of this 3-game series. It'll be Yu Darvish on the mound for the Cubs. Drew Smyly makes his 5th start for the Phillies. Lineups at first pitch when we return to South Philly. Phillies baseball is brought to you by This is X5. Drew Smyly taking the mound, making the start here at Citizens Bank Park. And we are back in our rightful spot up here in the booth, although I said to people today, when they asked how it was, I said it was awesome.
It was a lot of fun down there. And everyone thinks I'm miserable, but I wasn't miserable.
I didn't think you were miserable at all.
I mean, this person back here, but
she got taken out by the Fanatic.
I enjoyed it a lot.
It was great. Look at the Fanatic. He needs to get to his spot. Christine, you're all tangled up. She gone.
See, now you know how it feels when you treat people like that.
And then he thanked her and hugged her and tried to make up to her. She's fine, everybody. It was funny though. Now it's funny. Let's take a look at the Cubs lineup. It's brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia. Anthony Rizzo leads it off at first base. Castellanos bats second. Those are his numbers against left-handers. 6 home runs, 13 runs batted in. He's been really good since they acquired him from the Tigers. No Baez tonight. He's under the weather. No Hayward, still battling the sore knee. Drew Smyly's on the mound, trying to do, I think, John, not what Aaron Nola did last night, although that would be great, but really what Vargas did 2 nights ago.
Yeah, give us a chance. Look, last night was an unbelievable night for our offense, and one of the reasons why, to me, was they were aggressive early in the count against Cole Hamels, swinging at fastballs and not missing them. They have to have that same approach tonight against you, Darvish, but Darvish is different. He'll throw anything at any time. It's just the way he pitches. But Drew Smyly, all you ask, keep us in the game, give us a chance. Just like Vargas did in the first game of the series, and good things are going to happen.
Well, swing and a miss by Rizzo to start the game. The count is 0-1. Rizzo hitting .284. He's 1 for 8 in this series. Leading off and playing first base tonight. Rhys Hoskins is leading off for the Phillies and playing first base. Cubs were the last team to have their first baseman lead off and the opponent lead off. That was against the Cardinals in July of last year. Little tapper foul, and it remains 0-2. Home plate umpires Gabe Morales. And again, the 0-2 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. That first start against the Pirates, Smyly, his cutter was perfect. They'd like it to get back to that if they can. I mean, that's the key for him. One of the keys.
Yeah, just consistent. Just be consistent.
1-2 to Rizzo.
I think these are my favorite uniforms that the Phillies wear.
They are sharp. Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, especially the way the players dress them up. Some with light blue shoes. I know Kingery wears light blue shoes and white. They look good.
There's Hazley out in center field. 1 out. Here comes Nick Castellanos. Castellanos 3 for 8 with a home run in this series.
Now, were there some of our players angry last night when he ran, which is okay, but then he continued on because we were shifting whoever was hitting?
I'll be honest with you, John. I didn't ask any of the guys. I talked to a bunch of guys today, but didn't ask about that.
Yeah, because there was, I know Andrew was looking in after the last out. And Nicasio was looking.
Well, how would you have felt?
We're winning. We're beating you 11-10. You could have ran home if you wanted.
Yeah. 1 ball, no strikes. He has 16 home runs combined.
But it also could be one of those teaching moments, too, for the Phillies. Like, hey, someone has to get there. If it happens today,
that someone has to be there.
In a close game, someone's got to be there.
92 on the outside part of the plate. It's 2-1. Joe Maddon's team begins play tonight, tied with the Cardinals, although the Cardinals have a percentage point lead if you're going to go deep into it. for the top spot in the Central. Here's the Central standings. Milwaukee a game and a half back. Cincinnati 7.5 back.
Not many games tonight, is there?
No, it's a quiet Thursday. One is finished, Seattle and Detroit. Seattle won that one, John, 7-2 as Castellanos draws a walk. He is aboard here in the first.
Yeah, Detroit's got a lot of rebuilding to do, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and trading Castellanos was part of that. Only offense provided last night by the Cubs came from Chris Bryant.
Yeah, one of the few, well, the only mistake really that Aaron Nola made, and yeah, that's a guy right there. A couple on this team you can't make mistakes to, and he's one of them. But look, you know, at that point the game was what, 10-0, 8-0, something like that. You don't mind giving up a solo homer there.
Bryant 2 for 7 with a couple extra base hits in the series. Fouls it off the first base side, 1-1. How about the travel team in Las Vegas that included Bryant, Bryce Harper, and Joey Gallo? And there are others.
There are a lot of upset parents at the pitchers on the other team.
You would think.
You know how that goes. Hey, we have been working him inside, hard inside, and you know, that pitch right there he thought was off the plate. It was borderline, but he's hit a lot of balls foul down that right left field line, close, but you got to stay in there on him. He's so long.
They tried it again, this time with the cutter, and it's even now 2-2. Good pitch, way out in front of the curveball. First strikeout for Smiley. And 2 outs. And that'll bring Kyle Schwarber up.
Nice breaking ball right there by Smiley in perfect location. 2 strikes. You got to be a little more aggressive in the zone. Happily for us, that wasn't in the zone. He swung through it.
And now Schwarber, who was out in left field last night, in left field again tonight. 0 for 4 in this series with a couple of strikeouts. This is Smiley's first appearance against the Cubs. We say that with a little sense of surprise because he is 30 years old. But he's only faced the National League. He's only thrown 71 2/3 innings against National League teams. All those years in the American League. Out to center field again. It's not that deep. Paisley's there. And the inning is over. 18 pitches for Smiley to get through the top of the first. On to the bottom of the first. Cubs nothing. Phillies coming up. program. Plus the Baseball Tomorrow Fund grant recipient was here. The scholarship recipients for the Urban Youth Academy, brought to you by the folks at Chevy. So the softball teams for 14U, 16U, 18U, plus the junior and senior all-star baseball teams, they're all here tonight, getting a chance to enjoy a good ball game between the Phils and the Chicago Cubs. Yu Darvish on the mound for the Cubs, making his 25th start of the year. And how crazy is this? 25 starts. He only has 10 decisions. I think that's low, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd think. You know, when this guy first came up, of course, he's had injuries, but, you know, I think everyone thought, myself included, that he was going to be one of the most dominant pitchers in baseball. Big, hard thrower, but, you know, change his speeds. He'd throw any pitch at any time, but I think that's what got him in trouble.
Yeah, he's trying to consolidate. He's trying to use his fastball and cutter. Cutter's kind of a slider. I mean, he does have a ton of pitches. Still mixes in his curveball.
And if you're thinking about a quick pace.
Oh, yeah, he's not quick.
He is.
He's a thinker.
Yeah.
You can already see he's kind of fidgeting.
Some say thinker, some say please throw it. Methodical.
Fouled down the right field line by Hoskins. It's 1-2. Reese 1 for 8 in this series, but he got things started last night in the leadoff spot with a single, came around to score, and then had a sac fly in his second plate appearance. Fielder's choice in his third, but came around to score.
Yeah,
so it was a good night.
And the fielder's choice, he hit that ball hard. Yeah, but it's baby steps. You know, get that base hit. All right, good. I got a sac fly. Now you're starting to feel pretty good about yourself, or better about yourself. Still not where you want it to be, but that's what he needs to quit doing.
Well, he strikes out to start the game for the Phillies. And Bryce Harper coming up. Bryce had a nice night last night, huh? Had a home run in the first, had a home run later on.
Well, we talked about it last night. Game 1 of this series, he and Reese 0 for 8 with 6 strikeouts. Base hit in the first inning by Reese, followed up by the home run by Bryce, and then that one there and up into the second deck was just so loud down there where we were sitting, and those are our giant home run replays. Bryce Harper, 2 big ones last night.
292 against the Cubs this year. So 3 for 7 in this series. And it's pulled foul, and it's 0-1.
Didn't it seem like to you last night that, again, especially against Cole, that, you know, our guys were coming out just letting it fly?
Yes. And Gabe said today, and not specifically going after pitches early, but he did say today they want to take the same tact and get the fastball, which you would normally get probably early in counts. That ball got Bryce Harper, so he'll get first base. It was a cutter that kept on cutting. Rest of the Phillies lineup brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia. It'll be Real Muto coming up now, then Corey Dickerson. Gene Segura bats 5th. Cesar 6th. And the bottom third, Kingery, Hazley, and Smiley still looking for his first big league hit.
He hasn't got one yet?
No.
Tonight.
I said to Aaron today, I said, good swinging yesterday. He said, that felt good. I said, you're not going to catch your brother. He goes, no, he was player of the game last night for the Mariners.
That's got to be nice, though, for your parents, right?
Yes.
Have one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. You can watch them both.
Nice, but tiring.
Well, sleep's irrelevant, Tom.
Talking to Aaron today about his brother Austin, he said one of the great things is that he's been given a chance. He's done well, and that means he'll be given another chance next year.
Do we play them next year?
We do.
That could be fun.
One ball, no strikes to Real Muto with a runner at first. 1-1. Corey Dickerson on deck.
Corey got hit by a pitch Tuesday night against Quintana, and not only did he have a bruised pinky and middle finger of his left hand, he also had the thumb of his right hand bruised.
Runner goes from first, pitches low, throw to second base is not in time. Picked a spot to go. Harper with a 7th steal. Yeah, he's in scoring position.
A great jump by Bryce, and we talked about Darvish, very deliberate to home plate. And this is what you would like to have seen all year. Aggressive swinging, aggressive on the bases. Talk about making the game more fun. And we had an inning last night against Cole where he threw 3 pitches. We had 3 hits in a run.
Popped up outside of first. Rizzo has some room. That makes the catch. JT provided the turning point in last night's game, his 2nd grand slam.
How pretty was that swing? Oh, how short and quick. That wasn't a big launch angle swing. That was just a line drive that carried about 360-something feet. It's another Toyota turning point. 2nd grand slam of the season for JT.
Dickerson 4 for 10 against Darvish. A couple extra base hits. Here's that hit by pitch from game 1. Quintana on the mound.
Yeah, I think we said it was a hit by pitch. It actually was a swing.
That's true, it was.
And then Sean Rodriguez had to come and take over the bat, but look how quickly that thing bruised up on him.
That was a mile up there. Rizzo, foul territory again, leans in, makes the catch. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a man left. Happy Cubs fan. 12 pitches for Darvish. We go to the 2nd. On Saturday, it's Margaritaville night. Theme night ticket required. Plus Sunday is a 1:05 first pitch. The Aaron Nola Bobble figurine, courtesy of Valley Forge and Mutco Tourism. Visit Phillies.com to order your tickets. I think the release, Aaron Nola's release, is perfect in that Bobble figurine. They really were able to emulate the way he looks before he lets go of the baseball. 1.5.
Well, he's pretty consistent with it, so they probably didn't have to look through many pictures to get the right one.
Crowder shortstop. Segura throws out Happ. One away. David Bodie's coming up. Let's check in with Greg Murphy. Murph.
All right, thank you, Tom. Well, the Phillies and Matt Klentak continuing to try and strengthen the Phillies bullpen, and which has just been riddled by injury this season. And I think they were able to do that today with the waiver wire pickup of Jared Hughes. He was waived by the Reds, and he is picked up by the Phillies. Big right-handed pitcher, 6'7", 240 pounds. Played in the big leagues for 9 years. Most importantly, keeps the ball on the ground. About a 60% ground ball rate for Jared Hughes, and that's the kind of guy, obviously playing in a ballpark like this, that they like. But also, this is a guy with a track record. Gabe Kapler was talking today about how excited he was to get a guy like that into the bullpen, because he's had success in the big leagues year after year after year. He had a terrific year last year with the Cincinnati Reds, and he's also dependable, the kind of guy that wants the balls, can give him extra innings when needed. He can go 2 innings if he has to, and always wants the baseball. So it's the kind of guy that they've been looking for, a little strength at the margins, trying to just improve it just a little bit, and they think they were able to do that with Jared Hughes today, guys.
Yeah, so you think about some of the numbers that Hughes has put up. 1.94 ERA last year. The other thing, too, since 2014, and I think this is huge for a relief pitcher, John, who's kind of a contact relief pitcher, is ground ball percentage. Ground ball percentage is nearly 63%. So that's important.
It's very important, because that's one pitch. He comes in a tough spot. He's one pitch from turning a double play, getting balls on the ground. Just surprised. Why would they get rid of him? Like,
the only thing I can think of, and I think it's a financial move, because now the Phillies become responsible for next year. So he has a $3 million option or $250,000 buyout. But if he puts together, as Gabe said today, if we get him at the best time of year for him, because there are parts of this year where he struggled, he said that he's going to pay dividends. So maybe then you pick up the option next year, and $3 million for a reliever is not, in this day and age, is not an awful salary for a guy that you could use as a workhorse.
Yeah, he's very durable. But yeah, it's just, now here's the big thing, like, who goes on the either 60-day injured list or who gets taken off the 40-man roster.
Well, so they've got guys that can go, can be stretched to the 60-day.
Like if Jake has to have surgery, can they put him on the 60?
Jake can go on. Swing and a miss. Caratini strikes out. Second strikeout for Smiley.
He got Bryant with the same pitch, breaking ball down. Both guys swinging over top of it, then balls in the dirt. That tells you they're not picking it up well.
I forgot that Ramos was put on the 60-day, so that makes room for him. I knew Ramos was put on the 60-day, but there's been so many moves that I wanted to make sure that it was for Hughes. I don't know if we missed it for yesterday.
Barking starting. Bark in the park. Thought that pitch was down. Where we were sitting last night, we all talked about it. We could tell up or down.
Yes.
But in and out, like when you hear people arguing from the dugout, you have to think, what are they arguing about? Pitch outside. Like you hear, that ball's away. Like, how do they know? How can they tell?
Even the first strikeout that Nola had, the curveball. I watched the first couple of innings today, just because I wanted to see the perspective that we had compared to the center field camera that Bernie was shooting. And even that curveball, the Cubs could have barked at it. I think it was in the zone, but it was close. But to us, it looked like it was a beauty. Darvish fouls it again. It's 2-2. Nice comfortable catch up here in the Hall of Fame club. And a called strike 3. 3 strikeouts for Smiley. No runs, no hits. A man left over at first after the hit batter. Middle of the second. Gene Segura to lead it off when we get back. Official grocery store of the Phillies. Murph taking some selfies.
Why is he holding up the microphone?
He thinks he's cooler that way.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
I think that's it. He's always walking around with a prop. Even when we go out to play golf, he has a microphone in his hand just in case somebody wants to take a photo. There we go. Look, he's got the microphone. He's doing a minute with Murph with the guy.
Oh, that would be interesting.
One question would be, how long does it take you to grow that beard? Darvish made the last out.
He is a man of the people.
Man of the people.
Well, we're happy to have him, aren't we?
He's our little buddy.
He is. Yes, he is.
Here's Segura to lead it off.
He's like Gilligan. Our little buddy.
I'll arm wrestle you for Skipper.
Now we just. Well, I sure as heck ain't the professor.
Segura is 3 for 8 this series. And he lines it to center field, and it'll be caught by Almora. On the out-of-town scoreboard from Atlanta, the Mets have jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Pete Alonso, a 3-run home run. It went over 450 feet, John.
Shocker. Tell you what, though, they're going to miss McNeil.
The hamstring injury?
Yeah. Tell you what, when you get the Philly, you're expected to not like the Mets, right? I mean, you know, if you play for the Phillies, you're expected not to like the Mets, but I love watching McNeil and Alonso play. And them two guys can get after it.
That's a long home run, even at that ballpark. Cesar had a nice night last night. Phillies overall had 13 hits last night, 3 doubles, 3 home runs, 11 runs scored. Alonso, by the way, with that home run for the Mets, that ties Cody Bellinger's National League record for rookie home runs.
Got a feeling he's going to break it. Just going out on a limb.
Way to go.
Yeah. Of course, that limb is from one of them giant sequoias, but still out on it. Want to bet?
Check swing. Did he go? No. 1-2. It's a close swing at it, Johnny.
Cesar knows his zone.
Two and two to Cesar. And he whacks it foul. Cesar's 4 for 8 against Darvish, who's allowed 26 home runs this year. That's tops in the National League. He's tied with Armand Marquez. Yusei Kikuchi from the Mariners has the major league lead. He's allowed 31 home runs. Liner to center field again. Almora. 2 outs. Brings us to our Nissan upgrade to the technology of tomorrow today. Active leaders, strikeouts per 9. Chris Sale became the quickest the other day to 2,000 strikeouts.
Pretty good rotation.
Yeah, Robbie Ray, number 3 on that list.
He got good news today.
Yeah, it was when he went down. I think the Rays cringed on a number of levels.
A lot of talk about him being traded too at the deadline. Good news, it's only back spasms and nothing seriously wrong with his back. Somewhere down in that dugout, Charlie's thinking he probably should have swung at that one.
Tapper, it's 1-2. That got a piece of Scott. So walk it off. Remember that you can always catch your fills even when you're not in front of a TV. Stream them with the My Teams app. Presented by your Philadelphia area local Chevy dealers. Those guys are enjoying a burger. What's up, buddy? How's your burger? That's it.
No food today.
Nothing?
Nope.
Swing and a miss. Kingery down on the cutter. Second strikeout for Darvish. 2 of the books here in Philadelphia. A little sluggish offensively for both teams. We go to the 3rd. WBMason.com. You know you're getting the real thing because WB Mason has been a brand you can trust since 1898. Nobody does it better. This crowd tonight. Smiley begins the third. Almora batting ninth. Grounds out.
Take that, huh?
Yep, that brings Anthony Rizzo up. So we got to thinking about the two first basemen leading off. You don't normally see two first basemen leading off in the same game. The Cubs and the Cardinals were the last team to do it, July of 2018. The last time the Phillies played in a game where two first basemen led off was June 29th, 1980, when Pete Rose led off for the Phillies, went 1 for 3, and Lee Mazzilli led off for the Mets. There's a high fly ball to right center field. Harper going back to the scoreboard along with Hazley. It's gone. And Rizzo has just given the Cubs a 1-0 lead. His 22nd home run of the year.
Yeah, that one asked me to be hit out. That was a hanger. I mean, a big-time hanger. Rizzo hasn't had the greatest of series so far these first two games, but that baby was asked to be punished, Tom.
Pete Rose and Lee Mazzilli did not go yard back in 1980. Castellanos hooks it to left. That one's going to go to the wall. Heading to second, Castellanos is major league leading 44th double of the year. Had a runner at second for Chris Bryant.
Looks like the Cubs are taking a page out of the Phillies from last night, swinging early in the count. Over the center of the plate. I think you should feel lucky it was only a double.
That one's out to center field. Hazley, though, has it lined up. Castellanos tagging at second. Hazley will let it fly. Castellanos is safe at third base. That's a nice strong throw by Hazley. Nobody else on, he can just let it fly.
Yeah, just turn it loose. Hey, I thought that ball was hit better than that. But then when I saw Bryant jogging up to first, kind of figured it wasn't, but hey, pitched in college, Tom. Perfect throw, too. Look at that nice hop. Just a little high, bounced up on him, but nothing you can do. Castellanos, we talked about him and Bryant. For bigger guys, they can run.
Schwarber flied out to center at his first at bat. Breaking ball, and it's 2-0. 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, he had it way up front trying to go after that curveball.
Yeah, he got behind. He threw a slow breaking ball for strike. Make it 2-1, and then a harder cutter, it looked like, for strike 2. Saw that one there. That was tantalizingly slow.
Popped up, back to third. Kingery, foul territory. Side is retired. Cubs, though, strike first. They got a home run from Anthony Rizzo. Middle of the third, 1-0 Cubs over the Phillies. Heard your local Delval Honda dealer. And by WB Mason. Who bought WB Mason for fast, free delivery? Nobody does it better. Look at it, Ashburn Alley. It's bustling tonight. Long line for Chickies and Pete's crab fries. Don't forget the Diplo concert is coming up later. Adam Hazley. It'll be Hazley, Drew Smiley, and then Reese Hoskins for the Phillies. Just missed inside 2-0. Hazley 1 for 4 with an RBI in this series. He had the hit last night, drove in a run.
Hello.
Keeping an eye out, John. Phillies in this series have 22 hits, 11 extra base hits. The 11 runs last night, 4 runs game 2 or game 1. Something caught our eye. That one was a little bit more of a hanger, that cutter.
Yeah, he's not on top of his game. Darvish isn't, but still haven't scored. It's a coming.
He gave up 3 home runs in his last outing. And a line drive to right field. He went down and got that one. First hit of the night for the Phillies. A leadoff single here in the third. And that'll bring Drew Smyly to the plate. Phillies baseball is always live with MLB At Bat. Follow the action with game tracking and video highlights, along with up-to-the-moment stats, standings, breaking news, and more. Download MLB At Bat today. It's your #1 app for Phillies baseball. Drew Smyly does not have a major league hit, does not have a major league sacrifice.
Let's take care of one of them right now.
All right, well, that was in the box. Dusty Wathan doing the messaging.
And Drew Smyly trying to decipher that messaging. Went through all that to bunt.
You have to practice a little bit more, John.
It's not textbook. Now, is Charlie, can he teach bunting?
I'm sure he can.
I'm sure he's not a fan of it, but for pitchers, it's a must.
Little tapper foul. Asked Gabe today. I said, how was it last night in the dugout? He said it was great. He said the one thing about Charlie that he even noticed last night is that he is relaxed. He said every once in a while he'd look over, Charlie would smile, or he'd wink, or he'd nod at him. There's a strike and a throw to second base. Little late and dropped by Bodie. Hazley with his first stolen base. So a strikeout and a man in scoring position. Third strikeout for Darvish. Phillies have 2 steals in this game.
Yeah, and it's something you can do off of Yu Darvish. He's very deliberate, very slow to home. Why not? I just thought it was interesting last night when Bryce brought him a glass of water, Charlie. And that's the thing, when you bring in a coach, fire a coach, you bring in a new one, especially at this time of the year, you don't know, what can happen, but he has so much respect from the players, automatic respect for what he did as a manager, but also these guys know what he did as a hitting coach at Cleveland. And they've spent time with him in spring training, so it's an easy transition to bringing in a complete outsider.
I think that's the key, John, what you just mentioned, the fact that he spent so much time with them at spring training.
Yeah, they already had a built-in trust for him, and that's the biggest thing as a coach, is the players trust you.
It's 1 ball, no strikes to Reese. A little low, 2-0. Darvish wanted it. He thought he was just getting a fist bump. Look at Pedro laughing in the background. Got to stay hydrated, John.
It's a beautiful man.
Reese, the fastball count, gets the cutter. Reese was out working today with Charlie and Pedro and Paco Figueroa. They were working with the machine, and they were throwing Reese one slider after another in preparation for Yu Darvish. There's the machines for everything, man. Can set it to all kinds of angles. Popped up, out to right. Castellanos comes running in. It's a good thing he did, because the center fielder Almora had his hands out. He didn't know where it was. At 2 away here in the third. Bryce up.
little cat and mouse game here. What do you do? Bryce 2 home runs last night. Hit by pitch his first at bat here tonight. What do you do? JT's our hottest hitter, hit behind him.
Yeah, we've seen Joe Madden in past years walk Bryce intentionally.
This is where if you're Bryce, you're looking you got a 3-0 green light, even though Darvish hadn't thrown a pitch to him. You think they're pitching around you, but you still got to be aggressive with a fastball. You can't just let him throw strike one thinking he's going to pitch around me.
Well, he throws in the curveball. Last start, he only threw the curveball once. Basically fastball, slider, and splitter.
Where he got to get back to balance, Bryce. Get back to that little toe touch. Get set quicker and just react.
Yeah, he used the toe tap last night. Look at this. 4 strikeouts for Darvish. Phillies do get their first base hit of the night. Hazley left at second. We move on to the 4th. 1-0 Cubs. (2019) RAV4 Toyota. Toyota. Let's go Phils. Let's go Toyota. Drew Smiley warming up out of the mound here in the top of the 4th inning. Earlier today, we mentioned it's Temple night. Temple cheerleaders are here. Some of the football players were here signing autographs for some of the young fans. Some of the student athletes from the volleyball team were there as well. And there's Rod Carey, who's the new football coach at Temple. He fired one into the Fanatic, and Rod is standing by with Greg Murphy.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. And yeah, Rod, it's where you showed your first pitch. It looked like maybe you played a little baseball at some point in your life.
Yeah, like a lifetime ago, but yeah, we have a little muscle memory left.
Well, it's great to have you guys here. Close to 200 student athletes from Temple University are here tonight. Got the whole football team here. I know you guys have been practicing for about 2 weeks. First of all, welcome to Philadelphia, and tell us a little bit about the excitement level for your first year as the head coach of the Temple Owls.
Well, me personally, I'm super excited. The city has been unbelievable. Families moved here now, and it is so fun to be a part of it. Football team, the guys are working, and it's a great group to be around. We still got some more work to do, right?
Yeah.
But we're having a fun time.
Tell us a little bit about what folks can expect when they come out and watch Temple football this year at the Link over across the street. What can they expect to see?
Listen, I hope they see a team that's hard working, doesn't flinch, and keeps going the whole time. If we can get that, we got enough talent that I think the other things take care of themselves.
I remember when you came to town in January, you got hired, and you came from Northern Illinois, where you had great success, and you said, this is exactly where I want to be, and this is where I want to be for a while. And that's, you know, for Temple football fans, that's exactly what they needed to hear, what they wanted to hear. What was the thought process there?
Well, because it was true. That was the thought process. Just knowing what I knew about Philly, and now, fast forward 8 months later, that's even more true today. And excited. And then the guys behind me, they're so fun to be around. That's, you know, why not, right?
Yeah. And being around a vibrant college community, I mean, like I said, close to 200 of the student athletes here today. That's just got to be a lot of fun to just be around in that environment all the time.
It is. We got the cheerleaders here. We got the volleyball team here. We got other teams here, soccer teams here. It's awesome, and it's really a community, and that's what Temple prides itself on. And that's why it's so fun to be a part of.
Well, the Cubs getting a run right here, but your first time, I'm guessing, to Citizens Bank Park, yeah?
No, my third. I've caught two, yeah. I love coming out and watching baseball games. Son's a Phillies fan now. We've already turned him, so it's been fun.
Well, that's good parenting on your part there, Rod. Best of luck to you, and we look forward to 2 weeks. Opening night against Bucknell, right? Yep. Opening night, we wish you the best of luck.
Hey, thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
Guys, back to you.
All right, Murph. Here's the Temple football schedule. As Murph said, open against Bucknell on the 31st of August. They've got Maryland at home. They also have Georgia Tech at home. Some of the other games that'll be at home, Central Florida. They had a good year last year.
They've had a couple good years. Sad they lost their quarterback, though.
Yeah.
There they are.
There are the Owls.
I wonder if there's a young lady I know that goes there, plays volleyball. She went to the same school my kids go to.
John, the volleyball team was here signing autographs. They were here.
I know. I didn't see her.
You want Murph to go find her?
Yeah, Murph, go find her. Jem Grimshaw is her name. Great kid. And obviously a really good volleyball player to come from such a small school and go to a Division I program.
One and two on the outside corner to Caratini. 2-0 Cubs. Anthony Rizzo homered in the third inning. And then an RBI double by Bodie here in the fourth inning. And a strikeout for Smiley. That's his fourth. And here comes Darvish. Darvish first time up went down on strikes. He went down looking.
That was an interesting setup.
He's trying some things, John.
Trying to trick people. Get the infield in and then slap one right past him.
A little bit of a swinging bunt.
No, he's trying to hit the ball the other way, get the runner over, get Bodie over to third base. See him working, see him laughing about taking it out of JT's glove.
Look at that little guy. Look at both of those little guys.
Peekaboo.
Johnny, he's playing peekaboo.
Yeah, he is.
He's playing it a lot.
Big fan. I see where he's hiding, though, behind Dad.
0-2 to Darvish. You're always good at peekaboo. Swing and a miss. 5 strikeouts for Smiley. Yeah, that brings Albert Almora to the plate. With school starting, kids will love the back to school backpack courtesy of Fontaine Plumbing, Heating and Air. Sunday, September 1st at 7:05. Free to children 14 and under. Visit Phillies.com to get your tickets. Almora grounded out to shortstop in his first AB. 0-2.
What he gets out of this one, it's a good pitch, and you get leadoff triple and then a double, and 1 strike away from getting out of this inning with only giving up 1 run, and Loop and a blast ties it for the Fighters.
Tried a curveball. It went down a little too far. Almora, 12 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Bodie leads off second. And a looper out to right field. Coming on is Harper. He'll play it on a hop. Bodie heading home. The throw to the plate by Harper is high. A run scores. Going to second base is Almora. Now he's going to head to third. 3-0 Chicago. Almora will get an RBI single. He'll go to second on the throw and third on an error.
I think if Bryce comes up with that clean, he might have a shot at Bodie trying to score from second base. But once he bobbled it, and then the high throw, watch him right here. He couldn't get out of his glove right away, and then the high throw, cost JT jump, and then he gets underneath one. Wow, it was a good throw. Segura should have caught him trying to get that quick tag, trying to steal him out. You got to make that play there.
Yeah, it is an E6, so Segura charged with the error. His 15th. And Rizzo takes up and in.
Hey, you had the very aggressive base run by the Cubs and by Almora to get third base.
It is remarkable how much they've struggled on the road this year. 41-19 at home, but 23-37 on the road.
Doesn't make sense.
Phillies have already won the season series against the Cubs. They split the 4 games out in Chicago. Gets hooked toward the second base side, under the diving Hernandez, an RBI for Rizzo. 3 runs have scored in the inning for the Cubs. They're up 4-0 here in the top of the 4th. 75 runs batted in.
Yeah, the base running by Almora and the sloppy defense by the Phillies. And, I mean, even if Segura catches that ball, Almora probably scores with 2 outs on this ball, but you never know. That's just Anthony Rizzo. 2 strikes, get short, put it in play, see what happens. And let himself a base hit and another RBI.
Chris Young got to talk to Smiley. Looks like somebody's getting ready to go. Looks like Nicasio is getting his glove. Craig Driver's getting his shin guards on. Bob Stumpo too. And now Castellanos.
Here's where you got to keep an eye on Rizzo. You know, you look at him, not your typical leadoff hitter, but you know, every once in a while he'll try to get a good walking lead and try to steal one. I don't think that lead, but
out front, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball, center field. Hazley comes sprinting in. Cesar out. Hazley still coming in, and he puts it away. Hopefully he was up there for a long time. 3 runs do score in the inning for the Cubs. They get 3 on 4 hits. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Your all-new 2019 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places. Let's go Phils. Bottom of the 4th inning, the Phillies got some work to do. They're down 4-0. JT Realmuto will lead it off. JT popped out his first time up. It'll be Realmuto, Dickerson, and Segura. First pitch in there. It's 0-1. The opposite way. Castellanos on the run. He can't get it. It's over his head. And Realmuto will pull into second base. 28 doubles on the year.
I said it the other night, Tom. I think he's at his best when he's looking to go the other way and just react to the pitches in. And that pitch is right down the center of the plate. You see the leg kick, but look how quickly he gets his front foot down and just stays on that ball and shoots it to right field over the head of Castellanos. And good start to the inning for the Fighting Phils.
Very good start. So now Dickerson, who popped out into foul territory also in his first at bat. Again, Darvish is prone to give up the long ball. He's given up a National League high 26 this year, including 3 in his last outing when he went 6 innings, allowed 4 earned runs. He didn't walk anybody, and he's really not walking people recently. Lost that game 5-2 to the Cincinnati Reds. Reds are taking on the red-hot Cardinals tonight. These Cubs have 7 games left with the Cardinals. That's going to go a long way in deciding the Central, including the last series in St. Louis. Opposite way. Schwarber, he's going to get there. And he makes the catch, 1 out.
Still, you would still like to see Dickerson pull that ball. I know you're down 4. You know, you get 1 here.
Earlier today, Johnny, the school district of Philadelphia hosted the hashtag Ring the Bell press conference at the Yard. The championship-winning Frankfort High School baseball team, the Pioneers, took part in the event. Scott Palmer hosted it. Superintendent Dr. William Height was here. Mayor Jim Kenney, Board of Education President Joyce Wilkerson, the Fanatic, the Phillies ball girls. You saw Roman Quinn, too. The event concluded with the hashtag Ring the Bell moment, signifying the home run these kids have made to ensure their fellow students are ready to start the school year. Segura toward the middle. Bodie makes the play. Over to third, Real Muto, 2 outs. Boy, it'd be nice to get this 1 run over.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, you get the guy over, that ground ball right there scores him. Because you know the Cubs aren't going to play the infield in up 4. But you cut the lead to 3. You know, it's still early in the game. You get 1 here, you get 1 there, you get back in this thing. I think the offensive execution down the stretch for the Phillies has to be a big key to their, if they're thinking about getting into the postseason.
Cesar fouls it. It's 0-2.
And what a big lift this would be if Cesar could come through.
Absolutely. Third, the count 0-2, and the pitch. And a called strike 3. He threw him a 2-seam fastball. That's the 5th strikeout for Darvish. And the Phillies have left their 3rd runner in scoring position in tonight's game. We're through 4. It's 4-0 Cubs over the Phillies. to the Help Hour Kids Radiothon benefiting the Moores Alfred I. DuPont Hospital for Children. To make a donation or to find out more, go to nemours.org/radiothon.
Let's go. No. My pizza.
You got to watch Matt when there's pizza around. It's reminiscent when Murph stole those French fries from the kids. There's a strike to Chris Bryant, who is 0 for 2. Bryant lifts it out to shallow center. Cesar sprints out and makes the grab. One out here in the fourth. Kyle Schwarber's coming up. Schwarber's 0 for 2. He's flied to center. He's popped out to third. Johnny is a unicorn here.
Yeah. It's not going to be for long.
It's a mean unicorn. Semi-mean.
Seemed pretty shy.
The pitch just missed. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Schwarber. In the dirt, 2-1. Cubs have lost 15 of their last 23 on the road. 8 and 15.
It's hard to fathom with that offense that they have.
Yeah. That's why when you think about, where they sit in the standings, in reality, those games on the road, maybe even the ones against the Cardinals at the end of the year, are going to be huge for them. Their 23 wins are 6th from the bottom in all of baseball. Tigers are the worst on the road. They're 19 and 39. Kansas City 20 and 41. Marlins 20 and 36. Center field, that's pretty well hit. Hazley going back toward the wall. It is long gone. Into the bushes. That's career home run number 100 for Kyle Schwarber. And it's now 5-0 in favor of the Cubs.
Little doubt about that one.
That ends an 0 for 10 for Schwarber.
Yeah. He got a hanging breaking ball that he laid on and fouled off, but he was on time with that one, and had no doubt about it once it left the bat that baby was going out.
That one's down the left field line, hooking foul. It's 0-1. Casio's going to start to warm again. But every team has their warts. I mean, if the Cubs are going to win the division, they no doubt have to play better on the road, because they got a lot of games coming up against the National League Central. Ian Happ is tripled. He's also grounded out, and he's down on strikes. 6 strikeouts for Smiley. And David Bodie is coming up. Yeah, a little different night tonight than last night. 2 hits for the Phillies. 1-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. And ball 4.
Smiley's due up third next inning, so you know Gabe would like to see him get through this inning, and he doesn't have to either make a double switch or burn a bench player early, or burn a reliever early.
Caratini has struck out twice in this game. Fly ball right field, fairly deep, playable though for Bryce. And on the edge of the track makes the catch. And the inning is over, but the Cubs add one more. The 100th career home run for Kyle Schwarber. Middle of the 5th, 5-0 Chicago. Minor league reports, Citizens Bank, the official bank of the Phils. Lehigh Valley lost to Louisville yesterday. Phil Gosselin, a couple hits and a walk in that loss. Reading lost to Erie 5-4. Alec Boehm, 2 more hits. Clearwater lost to Dunedin. Deline Ortiz, double and 2 walks. Lakewood defeated Hagerstown 5-1. Seth Lancaster, 2 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored.
Good to see we got one win out of that.
Yeah. Well, they got the baseball that Kyle Schwarber hit. Delaware Valley Audi dealers show us the numbers from StatCast.
107.6 miles an hour off the bat. 4 miles an hour faster than the league average. And that's why it went 400 and whatever feet for his 100th homer. Congratulations to Mr. Schwarber. Like to see that on the news, not here, but
yeah, a recap of another game the Cubs played. Fastest Cub to 100 home runs. That's saying a lot too.
Yeah, he missed almost a complete year and plus
with the knee injury.
That devastating knee injury he got in Arizona. Collided with the center fielder. That was ugly.
Chris Bryant had been the quickest. He had gotten to 100 home runs in 487 games. Schwarber did it in 453. Kingery takes a strike. It's 1-1. Darvish definitely looks better. Oh, he was happy about that. It was off the plate. It was close.
Yeah, wasn't that close to be upset about.
Two and two.
That didn't have to be either.
Gets a piece of it to stay alive. That went into the Cubs dugout. Right past Joe Madden. Here's Craig Kimbrell on the injured list. That's a tough one.
Well, you missed most of the season, most of the first half of the season, waiting. It's hard to simulate. You can go anywhere you want, throw to college kids, high school kids, whatever. It just doesn't simulate this.
It's now full to Kingery.
Now, I read somewhere today where Cole didn't get permission from Major League Baseball to wear the
Apparently not.
this David Montgomery sticker in honor of David, and he just said, well, then I'll just pay the fine if they fine me.
Whatever the fine
I
is.
can't see Rob Manfred fining him.
Now, that may be one that just quietly goes away. 6 strikeouts for Darvish. He gets Kingery for the second time. Now it's your turn to live your dream. Being part of the Phils and Phillies Fantasy Camp. January 22nd to the 26th of next year. 5 days, 4 nights at the Phillies Carpenter Complex. The Bull will be there, so will Crucker, Jim Eisenreich, Mill Thompson, Mickey Morandini. Chuck will be there too, Charlie Manuel. For more info, go to PhilliesFantasyCamp.com. There's Cole. Just didn't have it last night. It's not often that he lasts just 2 innings. As Hazley takes on the inner half. Hazley has one of the 2 hits for the Phillies tonight.
I think Caratini and Darvish learned something from last night because we attacked Cole early. You see Darvish spinning a lot of balls, first strike.
Yeah, that got a piece of Hazley. Darvish not happy with himself on that. Hit by pitch. And now Logan Morrison will pinch hit. Logan was a pinch hitter in last night's ball game. He made his debut with the Phillies. And the Cubs will get a trip to the mound by their pitching coach. I don't know if this is to calm Darvish down. This is a scouting report trip too, which I still don't get.
Yeah, well, Logan Morrison's new to the league. So it's just his 10th year.
Accountability, John.
you know, every team does it, though. That seemingly every team does it.
They do.
Every time a pinch hitter, let's run out and reassure them that this is how we have to pitch him, because, you know, 2 hours ago, it's tough to remember something that happened 2 hours ago. For young kids, you know, young guys like this.
Like Darvish, yeah.
Guys like us, you know, there's steel traps up there in our heads. You know, we catch everything and don't ever forget.
Those are Morrison's career numbers. His best year was 17 with the Rays. He had 38 home runs, 85 runs batted in. With the Marlins in 2011, he had 23 homers and 72 RBIs. He spent parts of this year with the Phillies organization and the Yankees. And in AAA combined, he had 18 home runs, 49 runs batted in, hit .308. Felt like there was nothing else he needed to accomplish down there in the minors.
Yeah, you know, you've been in the big leagues for that long and you put up those numbers in AAA. I mean, give him credit for, a lot of guys wouldn't even want to go down to AAA.
Talked to him today about, you know, what the role is. He said, you know, I'm just trying to stick. I want to help. He took fly balls out in the outfield today. He was an outfielder when he was with the Marlins when we first saw him. Played first base too, a lot of the time, but also played the outfield. Pulls that one past the diving Rizzo. And up to second base, Hazley. 2 on, 1 out. Here in the 5th inning. And that brings Rhys Hoskins up.
I mean, Darvish pulled a pitch that hit Hazley. You know, Larry Anderson and I talk about this a lot. Like, you know, there's a certain rhythm to pitching. There's a certain rhythm to hitting. And he always thinks that, you know, unless something really bad happened, you shouldn't go out to talk to him. Like, look, Darvish pulled a pitch. He hit Hazley. He knew it. You know, to go try to settle him down or give a scouting report, it just, I don't know. I couldn't imagine being a hitter and having a hitting coach call time and say, hey, they're bringing in this guy. Here's what he's going to throw you. I'd go nuts.
Rhys takes a little low, and it's 1-0. Rhys tonight 0 for 2. He is struck out, flied out.
All right, Rhys, turn it off. Turn off the brain, just see it and react.
Runners lead off. They throw behind Morrison. He is out at first base. You know, they do that a lot with Wilson Contreras. Morrison's not going to argue. They look like they got him pretty cleanly.
He was way out there, and you know, you're down 5 runs. Kind of play it safe, better safe than sorry, and you know, there's a reason why that pitch was thrown away. So Caratini can just catch and throw from his knees. Got him.
It was a well-executed play.
Yeah.
Gets away from Caratini. And Hazley goes to third. Wild pitch. Swing and a miss. Swing at 3-0. Got a fastball,
Yeah.
94.
I used to think that was one of those, let's try to get the big guy going. You know, a fastball's coming. Let's see if he could time it up.
Popped up. Happ at second base, doing a little dance before he makes the grab. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. We'll go to the 6th. 5-0 Cubs. Out runners this year. Halfway through August, Real Muto has thrown out a career best 25 runners, the most by a Phillies catcher in a season since Mike Lieberthal in 2002. JT also leads catchers in hits, doubles, and runs, and is the first Philly as a catcher to hit a grand slam since 2006. He's been an all-star all season for the Phils. And it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. 5-0 Cubs on top as we move to the top of the 6th inning. Juan Nicasio takes over out on the mound for the Phillies. And he'll face Yu Darvish, and then Albert Almora Jr., and then Anthony Rizzo. Let's check in with Greg Murphy. Murph.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. Well, this past week we've seen some of our fantastic auction winners getting the experiences that they bid on and won. This right here is a catching clinic with JT Realmuto, the Sacker family. 13-year-old Jack Sacker and his buddy JD got a chance to work out with JT and block some balls in the dirt and do some other good stuff. And then how about this, a day with Matt Klentak and the group in the front office. That is Ed Butler and his son Scott right there, and they got a chance to not only see behind the scenes in the R&D office and what happens on a day-to-day basis for the general manager, they got to watch the game with Matt Klentak as well. So the Phillies' fantastic auction prize winners appearing over at the ballpark from time to time. We're going to have our winner who's going to shadow us in a couple of weeks. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah. Where are you going to take him, Murph?
We're going to take him everywhere.
That's it, huh?
That's it. That's all I got.
Who's with Murph?
We part of the fantastic auction. Somebody bid on an opportunity to hang out with Murph and roam around the ballpark.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah. You don't seem to.
No, I'm buying into it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't seem to really endorse that, Murph.
Well,
I think it would have been more fun yesterday for someone to, because Murph was everywhere yesterday.
That's a good point.
Well,
everywhere we've never been.
Yeah.
I promised to take him everywhere. So.
Darvish down on strikes. 1 out here in the 6th. Take it back to the window. All that's remaining is the Fanatics hat. But here's Albert Almora Jr. There's Fatavision. John Anderson. Stay awake, Johnny. Scott Palmer filling in for the great Dan Baker. We hope Dan continues to recuperate, gets back here to the ballpark as quickly as possible. There's Scott. Scott looks like he's cold.
Yeah, there was some frostbite warnings this morning. Well, some people had to get the heaters turned on.
2-0.
You always want to be protected against the cold when it's hot and muggy, Tom.
That's right. Scott is doing an excellent job, by the way, filling in for Dan.
Yep.
Those are huge shoes to fill. Two balls, one strike. My favorite thing about when Dan announces is when he does at the beginning of the game, when he emphasizes the United States of America. Opposite way, Harper heading back. He's got room right on the edge of the track. So there are 2 outs. And here's Anthony Rizzo, who's been a pain in the neck tonight. 48th career game hitting leadoff.
Yeah, home run and an RBI single for Rizzo.
Carl just gave me a note, which I had no idea. I knew this was his 48th game leading off. I know he had his on-base percentage of .416 as a leadoff hitter. He has 42 home runs in games that he's led off. That's crazy. One ball, no strikes. A bit outside. Here's his home run in the 3rd inning. Statcast AI, powered by AWS, gives us a look at it. Our buddy Jim Kurtz caught that ball out in the 1st row.
.37-degree launch angle. That's pretty high launch angle, isn't it? What Schmidt say 26 is optimal?
I think 20. Nice catch by the net. Schmidt said 27 is optimal. 26, 27. Pitch coming off the hands on one hop. Segura right side. It'll go down 6-3 in the book, and a 1-2-3 6th inning for Juan Nicasio. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 5-0 Cubs lead it. by Jefferson Health. Call 800-JEF now or visit jeffersonhealth.org. Hello, John Kruk, Greg Murphy. I'm Tom McCarthy. Bottom of the 6th inning. And Yu Darvish has been excellent through 5. He's scattered 3 hits. Phillies are 0 for 8 tonight with runners in scoring position.
It's amazing how starting pitcher could change the whole vibe of a stadium from one night to the next, isn't it? Last night this place was electric. Offense was pumping out the runs, extra base hits, home runs, grand slam. And today, nothing.
Popped up and slicing over the third base side. Harper is 0 for 1. Hit by a pitch his first time up. See the shift with Bodie. Out to shallow right field. Bit outside, 1-2. Boy, that was a slow curve. Swing and a miss, 7 strikeouts for Darvish. And that's 1 away now for JT.
Yeah, I don't know how you stay back on something like that. 71 miles an hour. I mean, if he's throwing 80, 81, you can. But he's throwing 90, 95.
Yeah, that's the slowest he's thrown tonight. All right, so now JT, who is 1 for 2, double the opposite way. And it's 0-1. What the heck happened with that pitch?
Well, he only threw it about 56 to 57 feet, Tom.
Amazing how much that bounced.
Didn't have much launch angle on that fastball. You think about it, though, where Caratini wanted it. He wanted it in.
Almost got it there.
I think JT was marveling that he actually caught it.
Toward the hole at shortstop. Bodie, nice play. 6-3 on the put out for the second out. Calling all college, high school, and graduate students. The student steal is backed for select August and September games. $20 tickets plus your first concession item is on us, up to $13. Go to Phillies.com/student steal to order your tickets. There's the hottest selling item at the New Era store and here at Citizens Bank Park. The Fanatic headband.
And I got to find out, do they sell the other ones Bryce wears? The black one with the
PHL, yeah.
And then the Phillies pinstripe one?
Yeah.
Do they sell those there at the store
I
too?
believe they do. I have not been in
there
it.
tomorrow.
You've been asking about them for like a month. You got to just stop over.
I know, but
our buddy Patrick is wearing one tonight.
Yeah, he is. Uncle Bill's Patrick.
Yep, down by the on-deck circle.
I think his son's wearing one also. I got to go down there and check. But I forget. Every day I come here, I forget.
We're going to have to leave you a note.
Yeah.
In the garage.
And remind me, I got leave tickets for Ben's son tomorrow.
Oh, the list is getting longer and longer. All right.
Matter of fact, I'm going to text Brooksy between innings because
tickets.
He's the one who has to do it because I don't know how.
Ryan, John, they got headbands.
I want one of those for golf.
Cleaning the table in the backyard. Ball's fouled away by Corey Dickerson.
It gets kind of toasty down there coaching, throwing BP.
Get ice. All right, that's my list for tomorrow.
You don't have to clean out the garage like Charlie?
No, the garage is pretty much cleaned out. Two is outside, 1-2. All right, so our buddy Francis Winky is letting us know, John, that the Fanatic headband, cooling headband, retro blue, pinstripe, and a red Liberty Bell one is arriving soon.
Wow. I gotta get them.
By the way, that hat you're wearing tonight is available at the New Era store. Just like the ones that Ben was wearing last night.
Well, this is, I stole this one from Ben.
Yeah, but he didn't wear it last night.
No, I know.
One and two. Upstairs, 2-2. So that hat is available at the New Era store along with the ones Ben was wearing last night. We're having a debate whether it's black or navy blue.
Yeah, still can't tell.
Depends on the light.
Well,
Larry and Scott say it's navy blue.
Yeah.
Production Cavity says navy blue. I'm leaning black, but
I am too.
Yeah.
Murph was non-committal.
Francis is going to probably text me in a moment. Let me know what color it is. Corey Dickerson fouls it back to the screen. There we go. The cooling sweatband. Look, John, cool down fast.
Yep. Now, are the other ones cooling?
Yes. I am now told that you can now design the next headband.
I can?
Yes.
Personally?
Yes.
Huh. That could be interesting.
All right. Your hat is officially midnight navy.
There we go. So the Production Cavity was right. That really chaps me. Wow, I wonder if I can design one that has a built-in mullet.
I don't know how good that's going to look.
A faux mullet.
I don't know how that's going to look.
A cooling mullet that goes down the back. It cools your back along with your head.
Did your mullet ever cool your head? Seriously.
I don't know, but a headband, I've never worn a headband that did either. Till now.
Till now. 3-2.
I'm sure there's people going to come up with some creative stuff.
There's
Nice
a line
piece
drive
there.
to left center field by Dickerson. Cut off by Almore. Corey's on his way to second. The throw to second base, not in time. 19 doubles for Dickerson. 5th extra base hit since coming over to the Phillies. Another chance with a runner in scoring position.
You know Notice with 2 strikes, Dickerson just kind of spreads out with no stride. Just try to stay on balls, and just a beautiful piece of hit, shooting that thing to left center, and hustling out of the box to get in scoring position with 2 outs.
Got some movement going on. Pedro Strop.
He's got the other leg going now.
Inside corner, and it's 0-1.
You notice that he threw a fastball to Dickerson at 97, that one there at 96. The 2 hardest I think he's thrown tonight.
Tapper, and it's 0-2.
So do I have to sit with like graphic design people?
No, I don't think so. I think you can draw it up yourself, which
at some point you'll get to know me.
well, then yes, you have to sit with graphic design people. I was trying to think along with you about what you would want to do.
I don't think you want to go there, Tom.
But you know what I'm saying.
It's a dark place. Yeah.
I didn't know if you'd want to sit with graphic design people. Right? Called strike 3. 8 strikeouts for Darvish. So the Phillies leave another one in scoring position. 6 in the books. We're on to the 7th. Cubs leading at 5-0. Now for your Delaware Valley Honda dealers game summary. The Cubs lead at 5-0. Rizzo has an RBI single and a solo home run. Yu Darvish has been excellent. He has gone 6 innings so far. He has allowed just 4 hits, and he has 8 strikeouts. Adam Hazley been on base twice for the Phillies. Juan Nicasio is about to begin his 2nd inning of relief work for Drew Smiley, who went first 5. And he's got Castellanos, Bryant, and Schwarber. John, I read an article today that said that's the most colorful the moon will be. this year. I don't know why. 2-0. I don't know why.
I can't help you there either, pal.
2-0 to Castellanos. Little flare to right, and that'll drop for a hit. It's the 8th hit. Castellanos trying for second. He is crazy. 8th outfield assist for Harper.
Thinking about 50 RBI or 50 doubles
Maybe
for the season.
He's got 44 now.
That guy could hit a little bit, Mark Loretta, huh?
Our Hyundai defensive play of the game. It's now 8 outfield assists for Bryce.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the easiest one he gets all year. I mean, look at that.
You think he thought he would surprise him? Is that why?
I think so. Didn't work, but we'll take it.
Bryant is 0 for 3. He has struck out, flied out, popped out. Little tapper.
How do you think their BP was in that travel team they were all on? Bryce and Bryant and Gallo.
I would think they went through some baseballs. Over to third. Kingery has stepped to his right.
I mean, I'd assume Bryce was like the tiny little one, right? Because Gallo's huge. Bryant's 6'5". What's Bryce, 6'2"?
I would say 6'3", 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, he was the little guy. What's Gallo, 6'7", something like that?
Joey Gallo. .65".
Really? Looks bigger.
Schwarber fouls it back.
I mean, I'm assuming they pitched.
Yeah, I do believe they both pitched. Bryant and Gallo played more together. Harper caught.
Yeah.
I just looked at a picture of the two of them together. Gallo and Harper. Harper was taller than Joey Gallo when they were younger. That's pretty neat, though. 2-1 pitch. Over to first base. Nice friendly hop for Rhys Hoskins. Little flip to Nicasio. He needs put out. 3-1 on the put out. No runs. 1 hit. Nobody left. Time to stretch. Phillies looking for some offense. It's been Hugh Darvish. He's been excellent tonight for the Cubs.
Yeah, he's done a lot of finishing too, Tom. It hasn't been real refreshing for the fighting Phils. You know, we know what he had coming in. He's going to throw every pitch at any time, and he has done that. He's thrown from 97 to 77. I mean, it's just a wide array of pitches that Hugh Darvish has, and he's used them all tonight and has kept the Phillies off the board so far, Tom.
So far. Phillies are hitless with runners in scoring position. They're 0 for 9 tonight. Let's see what Darvish's line is so far as Cesar leads it off here in the 7th. Every time you think he's not going to do it, he pitches backwards. Opposite way, Cesar is robbed of a base hit. Kyle Schwarber makes the play. Darvish liked it. And 1 out. Time now for our GMC Precision play.
A heck of a play by Schwarber. Not known as a great defender, but can't tell Cesar Hernandez that. That was a heck of a play. A precision play, Tom.
Yes, sir.
GMC precision play. Boy, he caught a lot of ball showing right there, but
I thought it rolled up his arm.
Trapped that baby up against his belly and recorded an out.
That's 8 fly ball outs or line drives to go along with the 8 strikeouts. Dingery takes to the knees.
I mean, you remember in the 2nd inning, Segura lined out to center, and then Cesar followed with a line out to center. 2 balls hit hard. Cesar's hit a couple balls right on the nose and got nothing to show for it.
Oh, 0-2. Suarez. Another strikeout. 3rd time tonight Scotty has struck out. 9 overall for Darvish. Let's check in with Greg Murphy. Liz.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. Well, the Phillies have added a new member to their coaching staff. In addition to Charlie Emanuel, you'll see Andy Abad around. He's a longtime roving instructor in the Phillies organization, outfield coordinator, and he is here probably for the remainder of the season for a couple of different reasons. First and foremost, he is a left-handed thrower, so he's going to throw left-handed batting practice to the guys, which is something that the organization felt was a need going forward, so that he's going to be able to throw some left-handed BP, and also he's going to be able to help out Charlie Emanuel and Pedro Guerrero, the assistant hitting coach, during the games. You know, Pedro will have most of the data that the hitters need in terms of the analytics side of stuff. Charlie's going to be working with the hitters and talking to them during the game, and then that makes Andy available back in the cages to flip to guys, throw some BP during the game if guys need to warm up. So you'll see Andy Abad around behind the cage and throughout practice and during the games as well. And he's a great personality. We've all known him for years, so it's nice to have him aboard up here in the big league level.
Yeah, there's Pedro right there behind Charlie. I've known Andy since 1995 with the Trenton Thunder, and have kept in touch with him ever since. Of course, he's been with the Phillies organization for a long time. He actually last played at the age of 42. He got 5 games in the winter leagues in the Dominican. He only played 15 games in the big leagues, but had an outstanding, I mean, he was 14 years in the minor leagues. A lot of home runs too. Lifetime .290 hitter in the minors. 1-2. He and Dusty Wathan are good friends. Phillies third base coach.
Yeah, you talk about lifers. That's a lifer.
He's a lifer.
You spent 14 years playing in the minor leagues.
I will say this. I loved your swing. You had a great swing left-handed. he also had a great swing left-handed. I mean, it was clean, it was pure. 1-2 pitch coming to Hazley. Swing and a miss. Darvish with 10 strikeouts. Phillies go down 1-2-3. I can't imagine he's done. It's only a 9-pitch inning. We'll go to the 8th. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery's new scratch-off massive money match. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Well, that looks a little more controlled than last night, John.
They have a little more talent dancing than you, Ben, or I.
That's a good point.
That's probably why we didn't get up on the dugout.
Well, that and the fact it was really high.
I didn't realize that, you know.
You didn't realize that,
I didn't realize,
that it was chest
there's
high?
no way I could have gotten up there if he'd have dragged us up there.
Ranger Suarez will take over.
And then getting down, I'd have to just stay at the top and hope they took the net down so I can try to jump over.
Who would have helped you down?
I wouldn't ask that from you guys. I wouldn't want to hurt you.
You could have done the Lipton plunge, or the ST plunge, whatever it was called. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike to Ian Happ. Oh, what a play. Young lady got her hands on it, popped it in the air, and then grabbed it right out of the air. Here we go. Nice. On 1 hop. Happ's retired, 1 away. That brings us to our connection to the game, brought to you by T-Mobile. And Mike Trout, 8 consecutive years of 25 home runs and 10 or more stolen bases. He joins Willie Mays, Darryl Strawberry, and Barry Bonds, who have done it at least 8 times. Bonds has done it 12. Trout, there's no way he won't pass Bonds unless he gets hurt.
Yeah, that's the only way. That is the only way he won't catch Barrett. Now, was it last year before, he missed a lot of time with a thumb injury?
He did miss with a thumb injury. That was in 2017. He was out about 7 weeks. Line drive caught by Cesar Hernandez at second base. 2 outs here in the 8th. Kyle Ryan loosening in the pen. Maybe that is it for Darvish. On the out-of-town scoreboard, Eugenio Suarez, an RBI single. The Reds lead the Cardinals 2-0. Cubs like that because they're tied basically with the Cardinals right now. Cardinals have won 5 straight. They're a percentage point ahead of the Cubs. The Cubs still have 7 against the Cardinals, 4 at Wrigley in September, and then 3 at Busch Stadium. And that's the last weekend of the season. Looper out to left center for a hit for Caratini. It's his first hit of the night, second hit of the series. And here comes Tony Kemp, so that's going to be it for Darvish. 92 pitches. No runs, 4 hits, no walks, 10 strikeouts. 92 pitches, 6 outs away from a potential shutout. Just doesn't matter anymore.
Well, it's the way the game is.
The way the game is. Inside to Kemp. The way the game is. And Rhys Hoskins will stroll over to the first base bag. 3 unassisted. No runs, a hit, and 1 man left. 3 scoreless by the Phillies bullpen tonight. We move to the bottom of the 8th, 5-0 Cubs.
Happening off the field on NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com and the My Teams app.
Bottom of the 8th inning, the Cubs lead it 5-0. And Roman Quinn will lead it off against Kyle Ryan, who will take over for Darvish. 7 innings for Darvish. You know, it was Alec Mills who last night saved the Cubs bullpen. Take it over for Cole Hamels and they're just running with it.
Yeah, we talked about it last night, how great it would have been if we'd have if you know, with the thought of getting Cole, your starting pitcher out after what, 2+ innings, and getting to see a lot of bullpen guys. But yeah, Mills was. Now it's a guessing game again. Now we saw Ryan in game 1, right?
We did see Ryan in game 1. Rowan Wick is in the bullpen warming up. He's got a scoreless streak going. There he is, the right-hander. Talking to Roman today, he's getting a chance to get some more at-bats, both right-handed and left-handed, and feeling more and more comfortable. Switch hitting again. We saw it last night. I said we thought you were maybe an inch or two away from having your second triple on that ball that was run down by Happ in center field. And he thought the same thing. He said, I think I just got it off the end a little bit, so it didn't go as far. Now this one's going to go to the corner in left field. Schwarber is not going to be able to cut it off. Roman is to second. He'll stop there. And there you go. An extra base hit for Quinn.
That's what you like to see with Roman, just hard on a line, hard on the ground. With his speed, good things are going to happen if he can keep that approach and keep the ball out of the air for the most part. He does have some power, but very smart decision right there. Schwarber got that ball pretty quick. Stay at second, down 5. Don't want to make any more bad outs at first base.
And Roman is finally over the 200 mark with his average. I mean, he started out so slow that was one of those, when you get one at bat a game, that was hard to overcome.
Absolutely.
204.
It's a thankless job, pinch hitter. I think it's one of the toughest things to do in baseball. Joe looking where Caratini moves it, because like that ball was a good 4 or 5 inches outside. The way Caratini catches it, brings it back. I don't know if Joe's looking at the end result or where it actually crosses home.
Was he barking? I didn't even see that he was barking.
The home plate umpire yelled at him, "Come on, Joe, it's outside." Well, I hope Reese isn't swinging here 3-0.
Well, Joe was very outspoken the other day about Marty Foster and the strike zone in game 1 to Tony Kemp. And Reese takes ball 4, 2 on. And Bryce Harper's due up. Want to bring your family to a Phillies game? Now it's easy and affordable with T-Mobile Phillies Family Packs. For $100, you and your family get 4 tickets plus $48 of credit for food and more. Additional weekend games are now available. Go to Phillies.com/family pack. Got some Diplo fans arriving, Johnny. Diplo will perform after the game tonight. So this is what Joe Madden had to say about Marty Foster the other night. He said, first of all, Marty Foster is a really good guy. Number 2, Google or YouTube the time he called Ben Zobrist out on a strike 3 against Joe Nathan a couple years ago, and that gave Nathan his 300th save. That was even worse than last night. That was from game 1. So Marty can be an easy target. I don't want to go out there. I was yelling at him from the dugout. I've been through that before with him, so there's history involved that I did not want to take to another level. I wanted to believe he knew he screwed up in the worst moment. I give Tony credit. He handled it well, because he was much more civil than I could have possibly been.
Ditto.
So he's like every other manager. He's going to bark.
I saw the Joe Nathan pitch to Zobrist too. Good Lord. I mean, the catcher blocked the hell out of that one.
Ryan delivers outside to Bryce Harper, who is 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch tonight. Phillies are 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position tonight.
Well, you know this is his last hitter, regardless of what Bryce does.
Ground ball right side. He broke his back. They have one play, and that's to first. The runners advance. Second and third, one out. Handle of the bat was sheared off and is over by the Cubs on deck circle. And here comes Joe. That'll be it for Ryan. 1/3, responsible for the 2 base runners. We'll be back right after this. Off-season moves, including bringing back a familiar face. Check out their At the Yard podcast on NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com or on your phone wherever you get your podcasts. Here's Rowan Wick.
You know, you talk about recent history. We talked about the framing job by the catcher with Joe Nathan, and it just so happened to be my buddy A.J. Brzezinski was catching. He texted me and he said, "Hey, be careful." He said, I framed that one well. And
yeah, that's funny.
He said, you know, he got a lot of points for pitch framing with all the statisticians after that.
I'm sure he did.
And I told him he should have moved up to number 1 in all of baseball in that stat. You can get that call.
That's great. I had forgotten it was A.J. Brzezinski that was catching. A heck of a frame job. Oh, 1-1.
Let's bring in 2 here and see what we can get. Hey.
Rowan Wick, 8 2/3 scoreless. He threw 36 pitches on Sunday, so he's been off for a while. Opposition hitting just 189 against him. He's got an ERA of 1.72.
Did he just throw the previous pitch 77 and that one 97?
I believe that's the proper split, John.
He has that 1.72 ERA.
Swinging a foul tip, 97. 2 outs. And here comes Corey Dickerson, who's 1 for 3.
77, 97, 97, all located. I wonder why Wick is such a great weapon for Joe Madden and the Cubs.
That ball had some giddy up on it.
No kid.
Dickerson 1 for 3, doubled his last time up. One ball, 1 strike to Dickerson. And he fights that one off over the head of Roman Quinn. It's 1-2.
It's
97. Cleveland all over the Yankees, 14-3. Carlos Santana, 2-run home run, his 28th of the year.
I just think it's interesting what Corey Dickerson did right there. He got a fastball 96 in, and so he choked up. You know, he's anticipating, because if you look at where Wick is throwing his fastballs, it's to the glove side of home plate, so he's choking up to try to get to the barrel to it.
Little looper out to right field. That's going to drop in for a hit. 1 run is in. Rounding third, heading for home is Hoskins. The throw to the plate on 1 hop. He is out at home plate. It'll be an RBI single for Dickerson. Phillies are not asking the home plate umpire to hold it. Dickerson's second hit of the night. Caratini, one-handed grab and tag. Nope, he's out. So the Phillies get 1 back here in the 8th. We head to the 9th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Phillies 1. Towards a pitch of 95 miles per hour or more. Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia. Ranger Suarez begins the inning by facing Albert Almora Jr. And he bounces it foul. John, do the Cubs have enough to win the Central?
Well, yeah. Again, though, I mean, it's not a small sample size of how they're not very good on the road.
Yeah.
And, you can look at this game and say, yeah, they came up with some clutch hits. Starting pitching was fantastic. Bullpen's been pretty good for the inning that they pitched.
They do have to be better on the road.
Absolutely, or else there's no way.
They would be running away with the division if they were even 5 games under 500 on the road. 1-2. They hang on tonight. They'll gain a game back on the Cardinals, a half game over the Brewers. The Brewers are off tonight. 1-2 pitch. 2-2. Anthony Rizzo on deck. Over to shortstop. Segura is up with it. Clean play. Here's Anthony Rizzo. He's part of our WB Mason deliveries of the game.
Third inning, he got a hanging breaking ball by Drew Smiley, and talked about that high 37-degree launch angle. Barely made it over the fence, but that's all it has to, and this one was not a barely. A pitch up and away from Kyle Schwarber's 100th home run of his career. Hit the batter's eye back there, and those are WB Mason deliveries of the game.
Rizzo takes a strike. Good pitch by Suarez. Rhys Hoskins backing up at first, and Suarez has it. 3-1 on the putout. Yeah, there are 2 outs for Castellanos. I think they've made themselves so much better by getting this guy.
All right, without question. You're talking about a guy that's chance to have 50 doubles, and he's going to hit more home runs now because he's out of Detroit. And really, we saw him. I mean, when we saw him for those 2 games in Detroit, I mean, he was basically their offensive threat. And now he's going to be surrounded by
offensive threats.
Offensive threats.
Hmm. 2-0. Just never cut back. Pulled foul. It's 3-2. Ball 4. He walks for the second time tonight. All right, so 2 outs and a runner at first. And here is Chris Bryant. Bryant is 0 for 4. Rangers getting a little wild now with his command. 27 pitches, half have been out of the strike zone. Or nearly half of them. 14 strikes, 13 balls. (3-0). Now half have been out of the strike zone. Wish they weren't.
I do too. Got to keep it there. And you know, 4 runs. I don't want to say it's out of reach, but if they score any more, it's going to be.
Phillies are there half of the 9th inning. We'll have Segura, Hernandez, and Kingery due up. And they'll do so. Looks like against Derek Hollins. Three and 2. Runner goes. Pitch fouled. And we'll do it again. Second straight walk. And it'll bring Schwarber up with 2 on and 2 outs. Quick conversation from JT. Nobody loosening up in the pen. Tonight, you had 5 innings from Smiley, 2 scoreless from Nicasio. So far, an inning and 2/3 scoreless for Ranger Suarez. The inside corner. 0-1. One and 2.
Well, he's pitching Schwarber tough.
Yeah, he is.
You stay in there?
I would.
Or do you try to get him chasing something away?
Yeah. Looks like JT wants it away and down. Nope, now in. And a called strike 3. Side is retired. No runs, no hits. 2 men left for the Cubs. Last chance for the Phillies. Bottom of the 9th inning. Segura will lead it off when we get back. Holland and Stroper warming up. Wick will remain in the ball game. Johnny, your former team's coming into town this weekend.
The fighting, the Harry Pods are coming in, yeah.
See Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis. Folks are coming from all over the place to see the Phillies.
2 hours to see Scotty Kingery.
Yeah.
And they'll get to see him one more time.
Here's Segura. Segura's 0 for 3. And a pitch down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Fly ball. Short left center field. Schwarber makes the catch. And 1 out here in the 9th inning. Diplo concert is coming up after the ball game tonight.
Is Tatis okay?
Yeah, what?
I don't know. I don't know if I read it or dreamt it. Who knows that he got
seemed
nicked
okay
up.
the other day.
I hope he's all right. I'd like to see him play. Seems like a heck of a player.
Well, Johnny, he is going to the injured list. He's in San Diego. He'll be reevaluated, or was reevaluated today. There you go.
I didn't dream it.
You didn't dream it. Good research, John. Two and one. Two and two. Inside, 3 and 2. Over to shortstop. And it's booted by Bodie. Cesar, I think he would have had a tough time getting Cesar anyway. Bodie's made 12 errors this year. That may be number 13.
Yeah, just bounced up on him, hit him in the heel. That is an error.
Yeah, 13 errors.
Hopefully that's the start of something big.
Well, she gets Jesse Kingery up with a runner at first. Popped up foul. An update from down in Atlanta. Alonso's 4 for 4 with 6 RBIs in that game. Amazing. First 90 RBI season since Lucas Duda in 14. Mets have 20 hits. And a liner out to center field. That'll drop for a hit. Almora gets it in quickly. And now Brad Miller will pinch hit for Ranger Suarez.
Make this thing interesting. One more on, Tom, and a big one.
Swinging a foul tip. And it's 0-1. Again, Wick has a scoreless streak of over 9 innings, facing a Phillies team that is 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Oh, and 2. Broken back ground ball toward the middle, off the glove of a diving Happ. A run will score. Kingery to third. Phillies have made it a 5-2 game. The tying run is coming to the plate. So a base hit for Miller, RBI. And here comes Joe Maddon. That ends the scoreless streak for Wick. 9 1/3 scoreless.
Got in on Brad Miller, but just enough, and a little bit of a shift right there. And see the play. Yes, it's going through. Run scores. Scotty Kingery to third base, and one big swing away from tying this baby up.
So the Phillies will get deeper into the Cubs bullpen. A 3-run game. We'll be back after this. tying run to the plate, and Pedro Strop is on to try to close it for the Cubs. 10 saves. He's blown 6. Now Roman Quinn up right-handed earlier, double. Now up left-handed.
Roman, this is his weaker side, but he has had some pretty good swings.
Had a triple earlier in this series.
Left-handed, but he also that second deck homer, the last homestand.
His first career home run left-handed. (5-2) Cubs. And a pitch inside and low, 1-0.
And you got to be patient with Pedro Strop.
Yeah, he'll walk it.
Yes, he will.
Morales has been good tonight. That was tight. One and two to Roman. Pulled toward the right side, beats it into center field. It shoots off Hep's glove. A run scores. Miller stops at second. It's a 5-3 game. Off the bench, Roman Quinn. It's 2 for 2.
Look, the concern on the Cubbies, faces of the Cubbies fans, but the Phillies.
Little bit.
A little excitement finally in this ballpark for tonight. They had 9 innings of excitement yesterday and only 1 inning of excitement today, and this has been it. Second ball in a row that just eludes Ian Happ, the second baseman for the Chicago Cubs. Another run scores. Now 1 swing away from a walk-off win.
And it's Reese Hoskins who's up. Phillies now with 9 hits. And a pitch low. It's 1-0. Anthony Rizzo asks if they want him to hold on Roman Quinn. He is the tying run.
And Roman's got to be aware of the pickoff coming up behind. It already hurt us once in this game.
1-1.
That was a hanger that I'm sure Reese will look back on and say, depending on how this at bat ends, of course, but he had a chance to put a hurting on that one.
A ball and 1 strike as the runners lead off. Trying to go down and get that one. It's 1-2. So cutter, slider, the last 2 pitches. Harper's on deck. I wonder if they bring in Holland to face Harper.
I would think they would. We might not have to worry about it.
they don't need to be told when to react in
No.
the crowd.
No, they don't. And like I said, this is, yesterday it was from the first inning to the bottom of the 8th inning of standing cheer and roars. Today it's been nothing up until now. Got a ground ball to second base.
It's wide open. Inside, oh man, it hit Reese. Hit him in the hands. He checked his swing. The Cubs will appeal it. Maybe they won't. And the bases will be loaded for Harper. Yeah, he just dropped the bat right on his hands.
Joe's going to ask if he swung, but
Here we go. There's the appeal.
no swing.
And now Joe Madden will go get the lefty Derek Holland to face the lefty Bryce Harper. Let's hope Reese's hand is okay. Another pitching change for the Cubs. Phillies have narrowed the lead to 2. We'll be back after this. They've got 1 out so far. And Bryce Harper will face Derek Hollins. Lefty's hitting 184 against him, the former starting pitcher with the Texas Rangers, working out the bullpen for the Cubs. We reminisce July 16th against the Dodgers. Bryce Harper. This bullet off the leg of A.J. Pollock.
A huge comeback win by the Phillies in that game off of Kenley Jansen. See the excitement from Bryce. Let's hope we can see that same excitement right here. The good thing is we got our best RBI guy with runners in scoring position, best hitter running in scoring position, and our hottest hitter up next.
It's the first pitch foul, 94 in the inner half, and it's 0-1.
He's got to be careful if you're Reese.
We already saw that earlier in the game with Logan Morrison.
And especially with the left-handed pitcher, you don't want to get out there no man's land.
Runners lead off. He's got 2 decent pitches. The first one was a little in. That was a hittable pitch.
I'd like to see him get that spread out like he has at times with 2 strikes. Just spread out, no stride, and just.
So no toe tap, just spread out?
Yeah, well, you've seen it.
Yeah. 2 pitch coming. That one off the glove of Caratini. Doesn't squirt far enough. His prayers will be answered first. With a count 1-2 to Harper. Just about everybody on their feet here at the ballpark. You look at the nervous adrenaline rock. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt, 2-2.
And the thing is, too, you know, any ball that gets past the infield, this is a tie game with Roman on second base. Two with the bases loaded and 1 out. Oh my God!
Deep to right field, way up there and way out of here. Second deck walk-off home run. Grand slam, Bryce Harper. Wow! The Phillies have come from behind to win it 7-5. 6 runs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. A remarkable come-from-behind victory. It's a stunned Cubs team that has been swept out of Philadelphia. Just soak in all the shots. Watch the talents of our camera operators. Look at this shot. Amazing. There was a point where he didn't know if it was going to stay fair. It was high enough. Second deck grand slam. Real Muto knew it.
The only concern was he going to catch Reese?
The way he was moving, he might have caught Roman Quinn. He's like a kid playing in a Little League game. What a celebration. Let's go to Greg Murphy.
What a celebration indeed. Bryce is still catching his breath, but take me through that emotion. You knew you had it as soon as you hit it. The celebration afterward. Here it comes. Here it comes. How good of a feeling is that?
That was sick. Wow. I don't even know. I mean, that was awesome. Oh my gosh. I saw my parents' lights are off in the suite right now, so they probably didn't see that. So thanks, Mom and Dad. Appreciate you.
They're going to have to go back and check out the replay. I have a feeling we're going to see that a couple of times, but take me through that at bat. They bring the left-hander in to face you. The bases are loaded. Guys doing their jobs in front of you. They get you to the plate. What are you thinking at that moment?
Yeah, Holly's good against lefties. You know, he's always, you know, throw that sinker in, slider down and away, cutter thing that he has. So he's really trying to get a sinker that he misses over the plate, and I kind of cheated to that one last right there. And got to it. Wow. Well, I mean, I don't even know what to say right now. That's unbelievable. I'm so happy we won that game. It's a huge win for us, huge sweep right there. It's a great Cubs team over there. And for us to be able to, you know, sweep them and start this homestand off right, it's huge for us.
Fair to say this is why you play the game. Moments like that, the feeling you have when you touch home plate and you're greeting your teammates.
Besides winning a division and getting to the playoffs, that was one of the coolest moments I've ever had in my life. I mean, unbelievable. This fan base, everybody, that team pulling for me each night. I mean, what a family we have here, and I mean, this is unbelievable.
Go enjoy it with your teammates, Bryce.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, guys.
Well, if you're not fired up by that interview, by what has transpired here in the ninth inning, I'm not sure if anything will fire you up. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, you come off that horrible road trip and you think, you know, what's left with this team? Well, I think you're starting to find out what's left. These guys aren't quitting on the season. They're not quitting on their chance to get to the postseason. And that's all you need to see right there is a sweep of the Cubs. Look at Brad Miller right there. Oh my God! I mean, that was unbelievable.
It was a second deck grand slam.
That is incredible.
Youthful exuberance. It's contagious. Let's hope it keeps on catching on. Phillies win it.